Hello everybody, it's that time again. This is 2 of the 3 boxes. You probably saw it on the cover photo. There's one really big one. They're all from Meeden. A huge thank you to Meeden for sponsoring this video and sending me some absolutely awesome supplies to try. So why don't you grab yourself something nice to drink, come on in, and let's unbox this art haul from Meeden and see what they sent me and make some art. Okay, you guys, so I'm excited about this one. If you like painting or plein air painting or sketching or acrylic painting, then this one's for you. I have some supplies here that they sent me, plus some from the last video I did for them that I might also use. If I do use those, I'll show you those later on. But first, let's unbox. I have no scissors. How can I have no scissors? I have 3 pairs of scissors. Alright, I gotta get scissors. Okay, I'm back. Scissors. Not any of my blue ones. I have 3 pairs of blue ones in here. None of them are here. Let's start with this top box. The big box is super heavy, so we're gonna do that last. Okay, this is Meeden's professional acrylics. These are the professional artists acrylics. They are all excellent light fastness, and they all have the pigment numbers on it. All of these products will be linked down below if you want to try them out yourself. I'm really excited to try these. I was really impressed with their other acrylics, which are not professional, but still light fast rated and still have, I mean, I was really impressed with them. They seemed almost professional level to me. And they were light fast rated and had the pigments on it. So you may see those appear later this video. Because this is a set of 9. So these are their professional heavy body acrylic paints. So I prefer heavy body, and here they are in there. These are very large tubes, larger than you normally get in trial sets. And we have titanium white, mid yellow, scarlet, crimson, Prussian blue, cerulean blue, deep green, and Mars black. And they look very pretty. We will be swatching these and using these later for sure. And then, okay, so this is our next box here. And I'm also excited about this. This is, I think I might have to I'm going to have to cut it because I can't lift it out with my arm is bothering me a little, the surgery one. It's irritated. So this is their set of canvas panel packs, and I'm really excited about it. There is 8 9x12s. There is 8 5x7s. There is 8 8x10s. And ooh, this one's big. There is 8 11x14s. So these are awesome. I can't wait to try them. I mean, I've tried them before. I like their panels. They're really nice. They're pretty thick and sturdy, and they don't warp easily. Okay, and now it is on to our last big box here, and this is obviously what I'm most excited about. You know, if you've been around my channel for a while, you know I do a lot of plein air painting, and my setup at the moment is not great. And Meeden reached out and they were kind enough to say, would you like to try our plein air setup? And I was like, yes, of course I would. So let's see, it looks like we start with the carrying case, I think. And then I'm thinking this must be the tripod right here. Ooh, that's heavy. Okay. Oh, uh-oh, the box is open on the bottom. But yes, this is the tripod, and it's in a case too. Some little Allen wrenches fell out of there. And then the last thing, we'll see if I can get it out. Like I said, my arm's bothering me. Oh, I can get it. I think most of the weight might be in the tripod. Okay, I'm super excited, you guys. Super excited for this one. Okay, I do have a French easel from Meeden that I really love too. It's just a little bit heavy for if I'm hiking anywhere. I have used it out, set up, but not if I'm hiking too far. So I'm really hoping that this might be the solution. I'm really excited. Ooh, it's so pretty. This is the walnut color, I believe. Ooh, it's so pretty, you guys. So pretty. Although, ooh. Here, I think that's just sit on there. When I say it's heavy for me because I had rotator cuff. Ooh. Oh, there. The styrofoam was a fight. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. So I put it right down on these Allen wrenches and I might need those. So let's move those a little bit. All right, let's see how this works. This must need to be tightened here. It's not that heavy. I can carry it with one hand. So hopefully this will be a good solution. Especially if I can carry this in my hand and put the tripod in my backpack. Ooh. And there's a little booklet of info right here. And it looks like some more spare parts. Ooh, and this drawer slides out. So pretty. Must be able to store some stuff in here. There's some extra parts for the dividers. And I do believe that this, I wonder if this would fit in here. Is it not shut if they're all in here? Maybe not. That must be why it was on the outside. Okay. So you can extend. Oh no, it does. It does move. Okay, so that would hold any size panel really well. It must somehow. Let's look at the instructions. I'm going to pause recording for a minute and look at the instructions because that's always a smart thing to do. Okay, so I was right. It does have this is a magnetic panel and it holds 2 wet panels here. So you have a built-in wet panel holder for your paintings to take home with you when you're out painting. Painting. And it looks like this would be your paintbrush holders here. This is your palette area here. And then you can keep your paints and stuff in here. I'm not sure what that one is for. And then this is a paper towel holder. So we'll figure out how to put all of this stuff on. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is take it outside and totally set it up so you can see it like set up outside. And then we'll come back in and swatch all the paint and then we'll figure out where we're going to take it and we'll go paint something. You guys, real quick, look at the bag for storing it in and carrying it in. This is really nice. Oh, it's got a shoulder strap too. This is awesome. I should have no tray and I should be able to put my paints and stuff right in here. So all I should be really having to take is the bag and the tripod. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, let's go swatch the paints.
Startled our eyes, we let go of the sky. bigger scale, the world in hands as we go.
Okay, so here we are back in the studio. It's another day. It is rainy, cloudy, not way too hot outside. Not a nice day for painting outside, but that's okay. I wanted to finish this off in the studio, and I'm thinking of doing some totally different things. You'll notice that this is much, much looser than my normal style. I've been experimenting with like textures and different, I was doing this earlier. It might be, it's just play. I was just playing. It might be maybe for the Patreon video for August. I would like to play with this as well. I'm going to get out the paints from Meeden, but also some other Meeden paints that I have that they didn't send me. And I'm going to try to do something really textural and loose and fun with this, and it may not turn out good. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna get out the supplies I need, and I'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully the glare isn't too bad over here. It is thunderstorming. It's supposed to thunderstorm all day, so it's dark in here, and I have to have the lights on. I did hop downstairs to my other studio area and get these. These came in my last video from Meeden. These are their regular acrylic paints. The pigment number is on here, plus the light fastness and the opacity. And then these are their metallic paints, which I think were all light fast, except maybe the blue. No, that one says it's okay. One of these wasn't super light fast, I remember. So I'll have to check that. These two are both 2s. This one's a 1. That's a no. This is a 3, so if I wanted to use that, I have the swatches around somewhere that I'll have to find. That one's a 1. So I'll have to look for the swatches and see what I think. I might be using some of these. So I'm looking at this, and like I said, I do like the looseness of it. I guess the further away from the light, the better. Maybe I can just... but it's a little too loose, I think. And it is pouring rain, so I can't go back outside to look at the flowers. I think I took a couple pictures on my phone. I think I might email them to myself so I have a reference photo. And I think I would like to, you couldn't see it on the footage with the, outside with the easel, but there were hummingbirds just constantly diving in and out and fighting over the echinacea flowers. So I might put in a hummingbird here. But this is going to be some loose, fun experimenting, so I'm also going to be doing some stenciling. I might get out some acrylic markers in addition to the paints, and we're just going to have fun, and if it doesn't turn out great, oh well. But I've been experimenting a lot lately, and today is about experimentation with these nice paints. Okay, so I took some pictures of my flowers on that last nice day outside, so I have a reference there, and then I found a reference of a hummingbird. I'm still trying to keep this super loose, so I am going to take a pastel pencil, I think. Yeah, and I'm going to sketch in a very loose hummingbird, and I think I want it to be like this. So I'm just going to start sketching this in. Okay, so I did leave this sketching in here, although you can't really see it. I'm not sure why. I think it was just because it was so dark out. I used a Faber-Castell Pitt pastel pencil. I ended up cutting a little there because you couldn't see it, so what was the point? But I used a pastel pencil. You can, if you sketch something and you don't like it, just brush it away. If you're doing a really big drawing that your hand might be dragging over, that might not work so well, but for this little hummingbird, it was fine. I did still try to stay fairly loose, but the hummingbird ends up being a lot tighter than I wanted. I did not do any pre-drawing or pre-sketching other than that little bit of the hummingbird. I'm trying to go more for the enjoyment and the enjoyment of the process lately than the super realistic finished product that I like.
because, as I have said, I've been having a tough time and I'm feeling stressed and I'm tired and I just want to enjoy the process. I wanted, and these paints, they're very thick and nice. You know, they're of really good quality, definitely more pigmented than, say, like Liquitex Basics. So I would say they're supposed to be their artist quality one, and I would say that they are artist quality. They do have, some of the paints are more than one pigment, not single pigment, so if that matters to you, be aware of that. But the pigments are listed, and the light fastness is listed, and they're thick and creamy and leave a nice texture. I did not get to try them with modeling paste or any of the other mediums other than the slow dry medium that I used only when I was outside. I wasn't using it here. I was inside and it was raining and plenty humid, so I wasn't too worried about that. These paints were a lot of fun to paint with. They were a very nice quality paint. I have no issues or complaints about them. They were beautiful to work with. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I've been trying to just enjoy the process and use art as a way to help deal with the health issues I've been going through. I've talked about it before. I have autoimmune stuff, the stuff that I'm well, I don't know what I'm dealing with right now. I still don't have answers. Hopefully, I was supposed to get some this month, so hopefully I will. You might have just saw I took some of the blue of the hummingbird and just scattered it throughout the painting. I will do that often. If I use a color in one part of the painting that I haven't used anywhere else, I will add it into different parts of the painting just to make the painting look more cohesive. Here I'm just working on building the underlayer I'm going to stencil over this, and I knew at this point that I was going to stencil over it, so I'm building like an underlayer of some interesting mix of colors and shapes that are going to peek through the stencil. So that's what I'm doing here, and as you can see, I keep lifting it up and looking at it. Always take a minute to stop and put your painting away from you and look at it from a distance, because you know, most of the time, if you're hanging a painting on the wall, nobody's going to be looking at that painting from, 12 inches away. They're going to be looking from, across the room. Oh, here I was using some paint markers. I thought maybe I wanted to be really loose and add in some paint markers, but I ended up not liking it and coming back in and going over it with paint to hide it, which you will see in a second. And I'm going to pop in here in a second. I think I cut out the stenciling by accident. The camera shut off, I think, and I don't think I got any of the stenciling. So we'll pop back in here in a second and find out, but I'm almost positive, if I remember correctly when I was filming this, that I screwed up and the camera shut off and I didn't hear it. So we'll see here now.
Okay, so I just realized that the camera shut off right when I did all the cool stenciling, you guys. I'm sorry. It's just been one of those days. I don't know if you can even see it on there. I should have maybe gone up a little higher. Anyway, I'm taking a break for today. I'm going to wash all my brushes and my stencils, and I will come back tomorrow and see if I think I need to do anything else. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the flowers or not. We will be back and see tomorrow. First though, I don't know how that little bit of pink got there. Let's see if we can't cover that up. And then to make it blend in, I'll take this lighter color and add it in on some of these. There. Alright. I will be back tomorrow. Boy, am I a mess. Actually, I think before I put everything away, I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling down here and see what I think. Just a little bit. I don't know if I want to cover up these leaves or not. I don't know, what do I think? Do I like that? At least you got to see a little of the stenciling. Yep, I'm gonna let this dry and I'll come back tomorrow. I think I need to do some more on the flowers, but I'm not sure what. Okay, so I have let this sit overnight and I decided I feel like I need to do some more work on these flowers. I don't know if you can see, but some of the yellow underpainting is still poking through. And I was thinking I wanted to leave it like that, but now I'm not so sure. I haven't decided. But I do know that I had put some of these in with some acrylic paint markers and I don't like that. So I'm going to mix up some paints. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit better there. I'm gonna mix up some paints and, oh, my brushes are downstairs. All right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I also brought up my acrylic brushes just because I didn't feel like there was a small enough one in that set. So here I am going back in and redoing the flowers. They were just a little too loose for me. I sort of worked from the photo I took of my flowers, but I sort of didn't, and in the end, I kind of regretted not working more from the photo. They ended up being more realistic than I had planned, except that I felt like I made the ends of the petal shapes too uniform. More my idea of a flower than what a flower would actually look like. So I kind of wished I had looked a little bit more at the photo, because if I was going realistic, I would have preferred to make the ends look more realistic, the ends of the petals. But still, it turned out pretty. I do like how this turned out. I kind of like how the hummingbird sort of blends into the background, and you sort of have to look twice to really see it and to see the details. One of my sons didn't like that, but I kind of liked it like that, how the flowers are kind of the star, and then as you look, you sort of all of a sudden see the hummingbird. But that was just my own personal taste. Maybe other people won't like that. I don't know. But yeah, it was a relaxing, fun painting. And like I said, I did a lot of experimenting. So I was experimenting with the, paint pens, and I decided, okay, I don't like those. And I ended up, covering that, and that's fine. I experimented with the stencils, and I did like that, and I'm for sure going to do that again. That was a lot of fun. I just decided to throw in a hummingbird. It was not planned. The only thing that made me think of adding a hummingbird was the fact that there were hummingbirds repeatedly flying into the painting. Well, not the painting, the scene while I was outside. Because I was painting outside from still life, and I was like, let's add in a hummingbird. I don't even think this is the kind of hummingbird that lives here. Maybe I'd have to ask my son. He knows more about birds than I do. Actually, maybe it is the kind that lives here. I think the females don't have the red throat, but the males do. So maybe it is the kind that lives here. And then I don't know if I caught it on camera or not, but I wanted its wings to look more blurred, like it was in flight. So like I dabbed on some, diluted white acrylic paint and then smeared it. And I liked how that looked. It looks kind of, unfinished, but I was sort of going for that, if that makes sense. But like I said, if you followed me for a while, this is not at all my regular style. But if you've also followed me for a while, you know that I've been having trouble finding joy in my painting process. It's been feeling stressful for me and really tight, and I've actually, by the time I'm done working on something, I've been feeling like I get bad cramps in my necks and my shoulders, and I think it's because I'm like holding myself so tight while I'm working. And the whole reason I got into painting was because, well, art in general, not just painting, but drawing and pen and ink and watercolor, was because it was helping me forget about the stuff I didn't want to be thinking about. And it was, I was in the flow and relaxed, and it was like, a vacation from everyday life. And somehow that sort of got reversed. So it's not that I'm trying to change my style to be loose because that's what everybody wants. It's because I was trying to find a way to just enjoy art again and
feel calm and peaceful while doing art again. Somebody had made mention in one of my previous videos that they thought I was trying to change my style to fit some preconceived notion of what's popular right now, and that's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just trying to find a way to have fun and enjoy the process, because, at least for right now, the process, I need the process. I need the process to be enjoyable and relaxing, because I'm feeling really stressed out about some of the stuff that's going on, and I need a break from it. So it's not that I'll never work super realistic again, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I need art to be my vacation right now, if that makes sense. So here I'm just going back and forth, adding in some more little details, and you saw me add some white to the wings and then erase it, and they don't look as smeary here as I probably must have done that off camera. You'll see it, I think, in a second, unless I did that after I stopped filming. We'll see, I guess. Okay, so I think this is done. This was an experiment in trying to stay loose, and I did not stay as loose as I wanted to. I still like how it turned out. I actually really like this. I especially like the black background. I think I did all right with the flowers for being loose. Hummingbird ended up way tighter than I wanted it to be, but I still do like this, and I think it turned out pretty. I'll varnish it at some point and maybe put it up for sale on my website. But yeah, I like this one a lot. Huge thank you to Meeden for sponsoring this video and for sending me some fun paints and supplies to try. I had a blast. I enjoyed everything. It was all great, and I had a really good time. So thank you everybody for being here with me today, and until next time, happy creating!